Okay, in this video I'm going to cover the technique that you're going to use for your dog at the class. Now this is my buddy Quest. I use tricky trainers, and we are going to provide you, have some of these available for sale. If you're just new to the class, we will include these with your membership, or at least that's the plan right now. You get these on Amazon. They're tricky trainer, chewy, liver flavored. Make sure this is a soft one and not a cookie treat. The reason they're important to be soft is this is the treat. It's in this shape, kind of like a barrel of some sort. I can squish it and make it like a pancake. What I'm going to do when I position this is I'm going to use these two fingers in my hand, and these three fingers I'm going to curl underneath. So I'm going to hold it like this, and I'm going to go underneath my dog's snout. Come here, Quest. Sit. So I'm going to let him nibble on it. Now, we're doing this inside because it's drizzling a little bit. We're going to head outside in a second. I'm going to show you how you can manipulate your dog using this. When you're doing this, you want to practice this at home with some treats in a calm, quiet environment where there's not a lot of kids running around or loud sounds. You want the dog to be comfortable doing this and practiced at doing this, so when we get to the park and there are other dogs around, your dog can kind of go into autopilot. Let me see. Now, when you're doing this, I'm going to do this without a leash for Quest, but you're going to need to have your dog on a leash. And I would just probably practice that at home. What I do is put the dog on a leash. If I'm going to have him on this side, I have the leash going down here, down to my legs. So not so it's tense, but so that the dog only has an extra inch or so of leeway. This way, if the dog does try to lunge, your weight is on your knee, which is basically preventing him from getting away. All right, so we're gonna step outside real quick. I'm gonna demonstrate so you can kind of see from the dog's perspective. All right, Quest, come on. All right. So when you're practicing this, make sure you practice at home first inside. Quest, here. Let's potty later. All right, sit. So what you want to do, I'm going to use my left hand because I'm going to, for this demonstration, have Quest to my right. What you want to do is pick out like 3 or 4 spots in your yard that and you can start this in your living room, but pick out 3 or 4 spots, and you want to move your dog's attention. Focus here first, then the next treat there, or the next, or it doesn't necessarily have to be the next treat, but you're going to move your dog's attention with the treat. Quest, here. Quest. Come on, buddy. Quest, here. We're burning daylight, buddy. We're filming. So I'm going to have Adam show you from behind, and then he's going to show you from the side as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is point at this post over here. Then I'm going to post at that flower, and the orange flower, and then the blue one. So I'm letting Quest chew on the treat, and he's looking. It's important that he's looking that way. I'm not holding my hand in front of his face. Make sure when you're doing it, you're not holding your hand up like this, because you're going to block his view. So I'm having him position right at that first post. Can you see the post too? You might want to stick. Keep it. No, don't keep it sideways. So now I'm going to move him to the second post with his orientation, and I have another treat. And now I'm going to move him to the last post, so I can turn his head and get him looking. This is going to be important movement that you can do with your dog, that you need to be able to do with your dog, because during the exercise, we're going to have dogs passing in front of you. You're going to need to have your dog following that dog while it's chewing on a treat. Now I'm going to show you from the side, kind of closer here. I squeeze the treat, so it's like a pancake, and then I'm letting him nibble on it. Each nibble, he gets like maybe 1 or 2. You're going to give it to him in about 4 different nibbles. No, pause. And don't let your dog put his paw on your hand when you're doing it. Immediately pull the treat away at home. So he's getting a little bit more, and he's done. So if you're practicing this at home, get some soft training treats. If you have a really big dog, you can get a piece of roast beef, go to your deli, have them cut it about a 1/2 inch thick, the big slab, and then slice the slab, actually slice it in the smaller version. So you have little kind of meat sticks that are about a 1/2 inch by a 1/2 inch. And that allows you to kind of push it in your dog's mouth. If you have a large breed dog, make sure it's big enough where it's enticing for the dog, but no more than maybe about 3/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch, even if you have a giant breed dog. If you have a regular breed dog, it should be about a 1/2 inch by a 1/2 inch. All right, we'll see you at the park, and we'll work on some counter conditioning and get your dog to not be aggressive towards other dogs.